Well, the last few films that I have co-produced and associate produced, I cast, and they basically wanted to keep me on and put me into the producing phase of things, and I also wanted to get involved in that. The latest one, the Sublime and Beautiful, is a project that a writer, actor, director friend of mine told me he was making, and I basically said, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. And he said, well, actually, I do need your help. And he sent me the script, and I get sent scripts all the time. You know, please help me get this movie off the ground. We need to attach cast to get it off the ground. And they're usually not written very well, and they don't have their crap together, so to speak. But this script was so well written, and I just fell in love with it. And the writer-director star, Blake Robbins, really had his ducks in a row. And we started a Kickstarter campaign, and we raised $21,000 of our $30,000 budget, by the way. We shot this feature film for $30,000, which is, I thought that's impossible, but we're in post-production right now, and we're about to lock the picture, and we're putting a composer on, and we're gonna send it to Sundance and hopefully get accepted in Sundance. That's our goal. Well, I think the best way to get into casting is to work in a casting office, and you may start interning, or you may start as an assistant if you have the skills, but there's really no way to absorb it all unless you're actually sitting in the office and doing it. That's how I learned. Actually, very recently, I think this past year, they started teaching how to be a casting director at Tisch University. Casting director Todd Thaler is teaching that class. So, and also at Syracuse University, they're starting to teach it. So it's starting to be taught in universities, which is very exciting. For me, I'm kind of like one of those, you know, throw me in the pool and sink or swim. You just have to immerse yourself in the field to learn it. But that's really the best way. I think it's also a fantastic idea for actors to intern in casting offices. I've had several actors intern for me. And it's not like you're doing it to get a job. You're doing it so that you can see the other side. Also, as an actor, to be a reader in a casting office is so beneficial, because when you sit in those auditions and you see it from the other side, you're going to see clearly what you do wrong and what you do right. And it's a great bird's eye view of what's going on. When we're young, we think we know everything, and we don't want to learn. And I think it wasn't until I was in my 30s that I finally started kind of settling down and listening more and realizing that it's okay to not know everything, and being curious is actually a really wonderful attribute to have, and it helps you learn things. And when I was young, I just would spout off about everything, and I had a very big mouth, and I think I would tell myself to shut up and listen a little bit more. Several years ago, I started coaching actors on their auditions because I got very frustrated when I would see these actors that I know are very good and very well trained. They would come in, and the audition process just completely screwed them up. And I realized that people kind of needed some coaching on how to audition. So I started teaching this class, my Audition Bootcamp, to focus on that. And from that, I created a DVD called Marci Liroff's Audition Bootcamp, which you can buy at Samuel French in Los Angeles, and on my website as well. And it really focuses on taking you through all the steps of what to do and what not to do, and what to focus on, and your mindset, and it's really helped a lot of actors. It's sold all over the place. So for private coaching, you can reach me through my website, which coincidentally is marciliroff.com. Very creative, I know. And we can do it in person or through Skype, depending on where you are in the country.